भगवते रामकृष्णाय। ॐ नमो 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 भगवती शारदा देवीये। 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 ॐ नमो भगवते रामकृष्णाय। 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 ॐ नमो भगवती शारदा देवीये। 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 ॐ नमो भगवते रामकृष्णाय। ॐ नमो भगवती शारदा देवीये। ॐ श्री राम कृष्ण भगवान की जय।
बसाले मन मंदिर मेरा।
बसाले मन मंदिर मेरा।
बसाले मन मंदिर मेरा।
बसाले मन मंदिर मेरा।
बनेंगे बिगड़े तेरे काम।
बनेंगे बिगड़े तेरे काम।
बसाले मन मंदिर मेरा।
बसाले मन मंदिर मेरा।
राम नाम जीवन का सहारा। राम बिना सूना जग सारा।
राम नाम जीवन का सहारा। राम बिना सूना जग सारा।
राम बिना सूना तन मन धन। सूना तेरा धाम।
राम बिना सूना तन मन धन। सूना तेरा धाम।
बसाले
बसाले मन मंदिर मेरा
बनेंगे बिगड़े तेरे काम
बनेंगे बिगड़े तेरे काम
बसाले मन मंदिर मेरा
बसाले मन मंदिर मेरा
ये दुनिया दरिया का पानी माया की नगरी अज्ञानी
ये दुनिया दरिया का पानी माया की नगरी अज्ञानी
अपने पराये सब मतलब के साथरी का नाम
अपने पराये सब मतलब के साथरी का नाम
बसाले मन मंदिर मेरा
बसाले मन मंदिर मेरा
बनेंगे बिगड़े तेरे काम
बनेंगे बिगड़े तेरे काम
बसाले मन मंदिर मेरा
बसाले मन मंदिर मेरा
चार दिनों की ये उजियारी फिर तेरी दुनिया अंधियारी
चार दिनों की ये उजियारी फिर तेरी दुनिया अंधियारी
जीत उसी की होती है जिसके मन में बस तेरा
जीत उसी की होती है जिसके मन में बस तेरा
बसाले मन मंदिर मेरा
बसाले मन मंदिर मेरा
बनेंगे बिगड़े तेरे काम
बनेंगे बिगड़े तेरे काम
बसाले मन मंदिर मेरा
बसाले मन मंदिर मेरा
ओम
श्री राम कृष्ण भगवान की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय श्री सियावर रामचंद्र की जय
नंद कुमाराय वलित चोरा ताम्रे कन्ना श्री हरि नंद कुमाराय वलित चोरा ताम्रे कन्ना श्री हरि श्यामल कोमल कृष्ण मुरारी मोहन मुरली धारी नंद कुमारा नवनीत चोरा तामरे कन्ना श्री हरि इरे इरे कार्तिदय कोन्दुम करुमुगल वंदरे गोविंदा इरे इरे कार्तिदय कोन्दुम करुमुगल वंदरे गोविंदा ऊरियन गोपियन इरे इरे पूरी आदिनाथ परियानंदम द्रौपदी मानते करुणय काटुने तुरय कलंद मुकुंदा नंद कुमारा लवनीत चोरा तामरे कन्ना श्री हरि श्यामल कोमल कृष्ण मुरारी मोहन मुरली धारी नंद कुमारा नवनीत चोरा तामरे कन्ना श्री हरि कंसने कोंद्रा करुतुयवेंद्र वसुदेवन मगंधीर चेदाये कंसने कोंद्रा करुतुयवेंद्र वसुदेवन मगंधीर चेदाये मनिलुम किंद्रा मरवर पिरंदा कार्तुने अगिल में अवतारो जगत गोविंद निंतिरुनामो करुले कदले श्री हरि नंद कुमारा नवनीत चोरा तामरे कन्ना श्री हरि नंद कुमारा नवनीत चोरा तामरे कन्ना श्री हरि श्यामल कोमल कृष्ण मुरारी मोहन मुरली धारी नंद कुमारा नवनीत चोरा तामरे कन्ना श्री हरि तामरे कन्ना श्री हरि तामरे कन्ना श्री हरि ओम श्री राम कृष्ण भगवान की जय। हे शारदे मां हे शारदे मां अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे मां हे शारदे मां हे शारदे मां अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे मां तू स्वर्ग की देवी ये संगीत तुझसे हर शब्द तेरा है हर गीत तुझसे तू स्वर्ग की देवी ये संगीत तुझसे हर शब्द तेरा है हर गीत तुझसे हम हैं अकेले हम हैं अधूरे तेरी शरण हम हमें प्यार दे मां हे शारदे मां हे शारदे मां अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे मां मुनियों ने समझी दुनियों ने जानी वेदों की भाषा पुराणों की वाणी मुनियों ने समझी दुनियों ने जानी वेदों भाषा पुराणों की वाणी, हम भी तो समझे, हम भी तो जाने, विद्या का हमको अधिकार दे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। तू श्वेतवर्णी कमल पे विराजे, हाथों में वीणा मुकुट सर पे साजे। तू श्वेतवर्णी कमल पे विराजे, हाथों में वीणा मुकुट सर पे साजे। मन से हमारे मिटा के अंधेरे, हमको उजालों का संसार दे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। ओम श्री राम कृष्ण भगवान की जय।
ॐ ऐं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः। Om Namo Narayanaya, dear sisters, brothers, and loving children. The Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna is a very practical scripture. It teaches us how to progress in life. Living in the world, we forget about the higher values of life. We become so involved with our duties and other activities that we forget the real purpose of life. While doing our duties, we must also perform spiritual disciplines like japa, meditation, and reading the scriptures. These help us to know our innate divinity. Sri Ramakrishna, through his own example, explains how we can purify our minds and realize God seated in our hearts. There are many interesting stories and incidents in the Gospel that inspire us. While we are conscious of this world, Sri Ramakrishna, like other incarnations and saints, was conscious of God alone. The richest gem, called the soul or the Atman, is within us. This supreme knowledge gives us ultimate peace and contentment. We shall chant the following mantra before we read from the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kavibhiriditam kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadattatam Bhuvi grinanti te bhurida janaha. The meaning is, the nectar of your sin-effacing utterances brings life and hope to those scorched by misery. They are extolled by wise sages, and the mere listening to them will bestow auspiciousness on all. They confer every prosperity. Those who spread them broadcast are verily magnanimous. They distribute what is completely satisfying to the hearers. The prayer is taken from the Srimad Bhagavatam. By the grace of our Master and our revered Gurujis, we shall try to explain as we have heard from them. Let us learn from the Master how to think of God and be happy. The chapter from the Gospel is Festival at Panihati. It was Monday, 18th June 1883. Sri Ramakrishna had been invited to the great religious festival at Panihati near Kolkata. This festival of the flattened rice was inaugurated by Raghunath Das, a disciple of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The followers of Sri Chaitanya participate in this festival. The devotees sing the names and glories of God and dance in great religious fervor. The festival took place in the vicinity of the temple of Radha Krishna, built on the bank of the Ganges. M. Rakhal, later Swami Brahmananda, and a few other disciples went with the Master in a carriage. On his way to Panihati, Sri Ramakrishna was in a very happy mood. As soon as the carriage reached the place, the Master, to the amazement of the devotees, went into the crowd. He joined the kirtan party and danced, totally forgetting the world. Now we learn from the Master a wonderful lesson, and that is to be absorbed in God thought during prayer time. Often our Guruji used to say, "Your body is here at satsang, but where is your mind? You are where your mind is. Learn to gather your thoughts and concentrate on God. Think of your Ishta Devata, that is your chosen ideal, the aspect of God that you love the most. You say that you love God, so now is the time to concentrate on Him. Do not be restless and let your mind run elsewhere." Sri Ramakrishna immediately joined the crowd and sang and danced in God's name. Next it says, every now and then the Master stood still in samadhi, meaning total absorption in God thought. Thousands of devotees gathered at the festival. Wherever one looked, there was a forest of human heads. The crowd seemed to become infested by the Master's divine fervor and swayed to and fro, chanting the sweet name of God until the very air seemed to reverberate with it. So we can think now that saints always encourage us to attend satsangs. Blessed are those that were present with the Master. The divine atmosphere created while singing God's name is very conducive to spiritual growth. Our minds become uplifted without much effort. We feel inspired because everyone is singing and we automatically join them in singing God's holy name. The next line says, drums, cymbals, and other instruments produced melodious sounds. The atmosphere became intense with spiritual enthusiasm. The devotees felt that Gauranga, that is, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, was being manifested in the person of Sri Ramakrishna. Flowers were showered from all sides over the Master's head and at his feet. The shouting of the name of Hari was heard even at a distance, like the rumbling of the ocean. We note that the rhythmic sound of instruments always strikes a spiritual chord in our hearts. The music is so melodious that we forget the world outside and our minds become absorbed in God thought. The next few lines indicate how we can glorify God in many ways. Therefore, we have the 4 yogas, Raja Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. We easily get bored and want to change from one activity to another. Let's see how the Master used various moods only to adore God. The next line says, Sri Ramakrishna entered by turn into all the moods of divine ecstasy. In deep samadhi, he stood still, his face radiating a divine glow. In the state of partial consciousness, he danced, sometimes gently and sometimes with the vigor of a lion. After regaining consciousness of the world, the Master sang. The song refers to the two brothers Gaur and Nitai, that is, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda, who were considered to be incarnations of Sri Krishna and Balaram. The song also mentions some of the incidents related to their lives. The Master sang, Behold, the two brothers have come, who weep while chanting Hari's name. The brothers who dance in ecstasy and make the world dance in his name. Behold them weeping themselves and making the whole world weep also. The brothers who, in exchange for blows, offer to sinners Lord Hari's name. Behold them drunk with Hari's love, who make the world drunk as well. Behold, the two brothers have come, who once were Kanai and Balai of Braja, that is, Sri Krishna and Balaram. They who would steal the butter from the pots of the gopis. Behold, the two brothers have come, who shatter all the rules of caste, embracing everyone as brother, even those whom others shun, who lose themselves in Hari's name, making the whole world mad with love, who are none other than Hari himself, and chant his hallowed name. Behold them who saved the ruffians Jagai and Madhe from their sinful ways, they who cannot distinguish between a friend and an enemy. Behold the two brothers Gaur and Nitai, who have come again to save humanity. Then the Master sang, See how all of Nadia is shaking under the waves of Gauranga's love. The crowd, with the Master in the center, moved towards the temple of Radha Krishna. Only a few could enter the temple. The rest stood at the entrance and jostled with one another to see the Master. In a mood of divine intoxication, he began to dance in the courtyard of the shrine. Every now and then, his body stood transfixed in deep samadhi. Hundreds of people around him sang the name of God, and thousands outside caught the strain and raised the cry with full-throated voices. The echo traveled over the Ganges, striking a note in the hearts of those in the boats on the holy river, and they too chanted the name of God. All of this is so inspiring and so encouraging. It helps us to remember God, to do our sadhana, especially every morning and evening. We are often told that the power of God's name is unthinkable. By singing his name, not only do we forget about our worries and pains, but our minds are also raised to a spiritual realm of consciousness. This gives us inner peace, a peace and satisfaction that cannot be explained. Worldly thoughts are replaced by divine thoughts, which fill us with inner strength and confidence. People do various kinds of unrighteous things to forget their troubles. They do not realize that they are hurting their bodies and minds. They think that they are happy at that time, but their troubles increase 1,000-fold because they use unnatural methods to be joyful. By singing the name of God, all our errors and blemishes are washed away. Our minds become pure simply by chanting God's name. God too becomes pleased and blesses us. Our revered Swami Shivapada Nanji Maharaj used to say, in the morning, when you have had a wash or a bath, you must first go to the shrine. You must greet the Father and Mother of the whole universe, that is your chosen deity and its power. It does not matter what form of God you pray to. When we make a habit of this, our minds will not be restless and our faith in God will increase. When we face any calamities, we will not be stressed, so much so that we cannot handle our challenges. We will feel inner strength, we will feel confidence, and we will feel that God is with us. It is true that we must not neglect our duties, but we should also never be careless about our sadhana. Sri Sharda Devi says, whether you jump into the river or are pushed into it, your cloth will get wet. So, by chanting God's name, we certainly win His grace. Once we get the taste of being in holy company and repeating God's sweet name, all worldly things taste insipid. They become tasteless. May the enchanting words of Sri Ramakrishna, may the enchanting life of Sri Ramakrishna inspire us to go forward. May the Master bless us with a clear mind so that we can enjoy repeating God's name and be content. May we spread this love and joy. May we spread peace and happiness to all whom we meet. May we remember God and talk about God whenever we are talking to friends. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
आंजनेयाय विद्महे वायुपुत्राय धीमहि तन्नो हनुमान् प्रचोदयात्। ॐ श्री हनुमते नमः। दोहा श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधार। वरनो रघुवर विमल यश जोदायक फलचार। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय। चौपाई जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर। जय कपीश तिहु लोक उजागर। रामदूत तुलित बल धामा। अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा, हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे, कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे, शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन, तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन, विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर, राम काज करिबे को आतुर, प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया, राम लखन चिंतामन बसिया, सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिया दिखावा, विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा, भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे, रामचंद्र के काज सवारे, लाए संजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हर्ष उर लाए, रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई, सहस बदन तुम्हरो यश गावे, अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे, सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा, नारद शारद सहित अहीशा, यम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते, कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते, तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा, राम मिलाए राजपद दीन्हा, तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना, युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु, लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानो, प्रभु मोद्रिका मिलि मुख माहि, जलधि रामि जय अचरज नाहि, दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते, राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिना पैसारे, सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना, आपने तेज समारो आपे, तीनों लोक हांकते कापे, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे, नाशे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा, संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे, सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा, और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, स्वामित जीवन फल पावे, चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा, साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे, अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा, तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे, अंतकाल रघुपति पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म है वीरा, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जो शतवार पाठ कर कोई, छूटे बंदी महासुख होई। जोया परे हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीशा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजय नाथ हृदय महादेवा। कीजय नाथ हृदय महादेवा। दोहा पवन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय सुरभूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय।
Om Namo Narayana. Dear sisters and brothers, let us sit quietly for a few moments and meditate on the radiant form of God seated in our hearts. The Bhagavad Gita guides us in the art of right activity. Lord Krishna says in chapter 18, verses 56 and 57, even though engaged in all kinds of activity, one who has taken refuge in me reaches by my grace the eternal and imperishable abode. Mentally surrendering all actions to me, having me as the highest goal through the yoga of discrimination, always fix your mind on me. Thus, you will overcome all obstacles by my grace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
ॐ सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु, सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ओम तत्सत्।
जय श्री गुरु महाराज की
जय।
महामाई की
जय।
स्वामी जी महाराज की
जय।
गंगा मात की
जय।
महावीर स्वामी जी की
जय।
सर्व ऋषि मुनीन की
जय। पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव की जय। ओम नमो नारायणाय।
Om Namo Narayanaya. In this morning's Hinduism class, we will look at a few incidents in Holy Mother's life, which teaches us some valuable lessons. Holy Mother lived a very simple and difficult life, yet in everything that she did, she maintained thoughtfulness and joy. We all get so caught up in the stress of our daily lives that we make that an excuse not to practice our daily meditation and prayers. We can think of 100 excuses every day as why it is okay to cut short the time we spend with God. This is the greatest lesson I take from Mother's life. She lived the life of a simple householder in her younger days and helped her parents with household duties, including taking care of her younger siblings. She later helped the Master by cooking and feeding his disciples and doing household chores. Yet she found time in the early hours of the morning to pray and meditate. Holy Mother tells a story of how she was once sick and got up later than usual. On the next day, the same thing happened. This continued for a few days until Mother realized that this was not good. Mother's getting up late was becoming a bad habit. Henceforth, even when she was unwell, she decided to maintain the good habit of rising early. I think that everyone can relate to this story, as we all make excuses for not doing what we are supposed to. During Mother's stay at Dakshineshwar, she lived in a little room behind the Master's room. Mother used this room to sleep, cook for the Master, his mother, and later for Master's disciples as well. Holy Mother was very shy and reserved, and during this time she did not have much contact with people. Sometimes weeks would go by without seeing the Master, yet she always did her duty. She never complained as she knew what her role was, and she always completed it with love, even when she was inconvenienced. Often, we think of Dharma as being what is right and what is wrong for us to do. We forget what our Swadharma, our duty, is. Each person's Swadharma is his or her unique role or duty in life. This role is different for each person and we must fulfill it with joy and love. It is important that we recognize our duty. Following the Mother's example, we must continue to do our duty with love and as an offering to God. There are many stories depicting the Holy Mother's grace. Mother showered her infinite grace on everyone, rich and poor, good and bad. Mother treated everyone who came to her with compassion. Even persons who had gone astray did not fail to receive Holy Mother's love and blessings. Sometimes, even despite the concerns raised by others. In response, Holy Mother once said, "If my son rolled in the dust, even then he is still my child." When Mother was living in Dakshineshwar, a young woman who had a bad reputation often visited the Mother. Sri Ramakrishna was not happy about this, but Holy Mother said she could not turn away a person who required her assistance. Mother explained that a time would come when the woman would change to be a better person. Thus, Holy Mother continued to see this woman. A Muslim man named Amjad was assisting with the building of Mother's new house. One day, Mother invited him for a meal. Nalini, a niece of the Mother, was serving him. She began to throw the food at Amjad's plate from a distance. Holy Mother was shocked and exclaimed, "How can one enjoy food if it is offered with such scorn?" She then took the dish from Nalini and began to serve Amjad with great affection. After he had eaten, Mother cleaned the plate herself. Nalini cried out, "What are you doing? You will lose your caste." Holy Mother then responded, "Do you not know that Amjad is as much my son as Sharad?" Sharad was Swami Shardananda. a great disciple of Sri Ramakrishna's. Mother never judged anyone. She treated everyone as her own child. This is a great lesson for us. We often judge people who we think are not the same as us. We should treat everyone equally, for God resides in everyone's heart. Holy Mother felt great pity for all those that were suffering. She took great interest in the welfare activities of the Ramakrishna mission. If a monk complained to her that the work interfered with his meditation, she would say, "These are also the Master's works." The Holy Mother gave practical spiritual advice to her devotees. Once, a devotee asked why he was not experiencing absorption in God, even though he was repeating God's name. Holy Mother responded, "It will come in time, but do not give up japa, even if the mind is unwilling and unsteady. You must go on repeating God's name. You will see that the mind will gradually become steady, like a flame in calm air. Any movement in the air disturbs the flame. Even so, any thought or desire makes the mind unsteady." When Sister Nivedita came to India, Swami Vivekananda was anxious about how to make place for her in Hindu society, but the Holy Mother accommodated her in her own room. This took tremendous courage and extreme broad-mindedness on the part of the mother. If her relatives got to know about it, she could face social persecution. It was remarkable that although Mother belonged to an Orthodox Brahmin family and lacked modern education, she allowed a European lady to stay with her. Though she belonged to an old world, as it were, Mother's mind was extremely modern. Seeing this trait in her, Sister Nivedita very aptly remarked, "Is she the last of an old order or the beginning of a new one?" Holy Mother said that renunciation was the chief trait of Sri Ramakrishna's character. One day, a rich devotee offered Sri Ramakrishna a large sum of money so that he might not have financial difficulty about his needs. Sri Ramakrishna was very perturbed. When the devotee insisted the master to test the Holy Mother, proposed that the money be kept in her name, if she agreed. Mother too refused, saying that would be the same as master's acceptance of the money. Sri Ramakrishna was very happy to see Mother's strong renunciation. In order to live progressively, we must do our duty and renounce all our actions to God. All material possessions are earned through God's grace. Hence, there is no need for stress and anxiety. May Mother Sharda bless us so that we too can imbibe some of her wonderful qualities. May we too learn to pray and help others. Om Namo Narayanaya.